A Bay Area college student is using her personal experience with depression and anxiety to support other teens and young adults struggling with mental health challenges.
She's created a podcast, and one of her most recent episodes focuses on the Ohana Center in Monterey. Sticky notes line Sadie Sutton's mirror. I am enough. This too shall pass. Nevertheless, she persisted.
The more we talk about mental health challenges, the more they're normalized. Then it just felt like I had to share my story.
And that is exactly what Sadie's doing. That phrase, she persisted, now the title of her podcast, where she talks about mental health challenges.
I struggled a lot with anxiety and depression and everything that goes along with that. We tried everything we could locally, whether it was individual therapy, family therapy, intensive outpatient, hospitalizations.
She says nothing worked until she ended up inpatient at a program outside of Boston at the age of 14, where she spent many weeks doing intensive therapy. And she says the shift in her mental health was tremendous.
I really just was so inspired by the fact that such a big shift had taken place and that I was so wrong in the idea that I wasn't capable of recovery, that I wanted to share that with other teenagers. So much of my struggle could have been prevented. And so I wanted to create the resource that I wish I had when I was struggling, and also a resource for parents whose teens are struggling but don't know what's going on inside their head, don't know what that struggle looks like.
Sadie is now a 20-year-old college student pursuing a degree in clinical psychology from the University of Pennsylvania. She's focused on helping others struggling with mental illness, which is what inspired her podcast.
It really did bring that sense of purpose, that if I can help one person that is in the position I was, if I can prevent one person from struggling as much as I did, it's all worth it.
And almost 4 years into it, she's done almost 150 episodes covering every aspect of mental health with a whole host of experts. One of those experts, Dr. Justin Mohat, the medical director for innovation at Ohana Center in Monterey. His episode with Sadie is all about teen treatment programs.
We were seeing increasing rates of anxiety, depression, suicidality in teenagers well before the pandemic. And unfortunately, the pandemic was like gasoline on a fire. And so things have gotten much worse since then.
The Ohana Center is a first of its kind in Monterey County and across the state. The center provides individual and group therapy for kids and their families. Also provides a day hospital program. And when Ohana's new building in Ryan Ranch is finished this fall, it'll offer a residential treatment component as well, 16 beds for teens to stay weeks at the facility for a higher level of care.
Our goal is to not just treat the existing mental health issues of youth in Monterey County, but to bring down the incidence of mental illness.
To do that, the center is taking a new approach, partnering with community organizations and schools, providing prevention clinicians to all Monterey Peninsula Unified Middle Schools who are teaching mental fitness and resilience skills to kids in Monterey County, changing the stigma surrounding mental health treatment by talking about it. A similar mission for Sadie.
Being able to know what resources will work for what you're struggling with is a game changer. No matter what you're experiencing, no matter how challenging the mental health struggles are that you're currently entrenched in, someone else has been there too.